curious. It seems like all the good teams are in the AFC right now. The Niners are having a less than inspiring offseason, but they still have Debo. And they're going from a middling quarterback to one who has a lot of potential. So are the Niners one of the contenders in the NFC? And if so, how big is that group, in your opinion? Who are legit contenders today before the draft?
To win the NFC or to win
the NFC? To win the NFC.
Okay, to win the NFC,
I guess to win the NFC.
Because, see, look, to win the NFC, I think there's four. I think it's the same four as last year. It's Tampa Bay, the Rams, the 49ers, and Green Bay.
Okay. I disagree with that.
I don't think you'd put Green Bay there right now. Yeah, so I put Green Bay in there because I think they're going to once again get home field. Look at their schedule. Look at their division.
I like Minnesota better than them. You know why? Justin Jefferson. They got Justin Jefferson.
That's fair.
Justin Jefferson is like Julio Jones in his a little bit smaller, but damn, he produces. Green Bay lost their wide receivers. Minnesota theoretically should have a better offense this year with Kevin O'Connell or whatever that guy's name is. How about Minnesota as a dark horse team in the NFC?
I could see it. I don't know if I believe in Kevin O'Connell.
He's better than who was there? Was it Scott Turner? Who was there last year?
It was Clint Kubiak.
Clint Kubiak. Okay. Yeah, I think he should be better than that.
I mean, maybe. I just think that there's such a ceiling for Minnesota because so much of their roster is defined, and they have a lot of really good veteran players like Harrison Smith, Barr, Kendricks, who, maybe are getting up there, but they're still pretty good. And then they have one young superstar, Jefferson, and then they have Cousins, Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Just a lot of very, very well-respected veteran players. But my thing with Minnesota is I still question their offensive line and pass protection. I still question their corners and their secondary. And to me, those are the two weaknesses, and they still haven't improved them. And then
I'm just trying to stay in theme with the rest of our show. If explosive wide receivers really are this important, maybe just a little bit of an improvement with scheme on offense will take Minnesota where they need.
You got to build your entire offense around that receiver, right? The differentiation between the ones we talked about, the Rams' entire offense is about getting the ball to Cooper Kupp. Okay. Jalen Ramsey talked about it. The reason he thinks Deebo Samuel, Devontae Adams, and Tyreek Hill are the best receivers in the NFL is because their entire offenses revolve around them. Everything about their offense
is in that category too. I'll put Jamar Chase.
And you could put Jamar Chase there too. Yeah. And I think that as good as Jefferson is, I don't think that's the case enough. In fact, I think Justin Jefferson should see, 12 targets.
It seems like he's just as good as anyone, if not better than anyone you want to name.
Yeah.
So it seems like Minnesota really has some, and Kirk Cousins is good. That's the thing. They have a good Kirk Cousins and Joe Burrow. Like, what's the difference? Is Joe Burrow that much better than Kirk Cousins?
Oh yeah,
he's that much better.
I think there's a tier difference between the two. I think Burrow's better off schedule. I think Burrow's better in the pocket. I think Burrow's more poised under pressure.
But like Cousins, is he top 10?
Nah, but he's top 15 for sure, right?
All right.
To me, Cousins is Cousins is the bridge between the quarterbacks in front of him. I think you can win a Super Bowl with the quarterbacks behind him. I don't think you can win a Super Bowl.
Who's better, Cousins or Carr?
I like Carr a little bit better just because he offers something off schedule. Cousins does it. But I'd put them in the same category.
I like the Vikings. I like the Vikings because to me, Justin Jefferson is so much more explosive than Devontae Adams.
I mean, if Dalvin Cook stays healthy, Jefferson stays healthy, I don't think you could count them out. They're talented, right? We just named like 5-6 players that are really, really good that are the Pro Bowl, All-Pro conversation almost yearly.
CeeDee Lamb is explosive. I didn't see it in that playoff game. When I was not impressed by CeeDee Lamb in that one game. But that's just one game.
Yeah, I've been a little disappointed. I'm a big CeeDee Lamb fan. I've been a little bit disappointed with him in the NFL, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I just haven't seen it. So to me, I think the Vikings. There's got to be a couple of teams that we. Arizona. Hold on. And the thing about Arizona that it's like they get hurt every year and fall off. And I don't expect big things from them anymore. But man, they're tough in October and September.
I mean, if they have a healthy DeAndre Hopkins, I wouldn't count him out.
And again,
I thought they really missed him.
That's the theme of our whole show, like the value of a wide receiver. Look at them. When they have DeAndre Hopkins, they're tough. They can beat anyone. When they don't have Hopkins, they can lose to anyone. So,
yeah. So, I mean, more or less, I think there's only 3 or 4 really in terms of talent. I think the AFC really, really right now is kicking the NFC's butt. I don't even like the Rams as much this year, to be honest with you, without Von Miller. I like Buffalo better. I like the Bengals. I think Baltimore was going to be back in this conversation. I still think Kansas City remains in the conversation. So, yeah. But in terms of contenders in the NFC, I'd probably go with those 3 or 4 still.
I'm trying to look for one more like dark horse. How about Washington?
Philly, maybe.
How about Washington? Washington has Terry McLaurin.
They have Carson Wentz.
McLaurin's explosive.
They have Carson Wentz.
Yeah, but Carson Wentz is an upgrade over freaking Taylor Heineke, and they came close last year, did they not?
Yeah, they did.
The NFC.
I actually like Philly a little bit better because they have the picks. I don't really believe in Jalen Hurts, but I think they have a really, really good system on how you can win with Jalen Hurts. But I think Philly has 2 things about their team that's special. I don't look at Washington and I look at any part of their team that's special. To me, Philly's offensive and defensive lines are statement-making offensive, defensive lines. It's the best offensive line in football, in my opinion. And then the defensive line is really good, and they just added Hassan Reddick.
Feel you. Someone was spamming. Got him. Gammon says, yeah, New Orleans too. New Orleans. That's another one, right? I mean, when they have Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill, they tend to win.
If they had Jameis Winston last year, the 49ers don't make the playoffs. So
that's the thing. Okay, so we just named a few teams. It's like there's going to be a couple of teams in the NFC East that could be competitive. The Saints, don't forget about them. Also, we don't know who their quarterback is going to be. They could trade up and get Kenny Pickett or something like that. They could do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Grant, last year had cars. This year
Kenny Pickett, really?
Oh, I'm not saying I like Kenny Pickett. I'm just saying someone else might like Kenny Pickett. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that the Panthers will take him at 6 because Matt Rule recruited him to Temple.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He was at Temple.
Would you let Matt Rule draft a quarterback?
Hey, man, that's not my choice. I wouldn't have signed him. But, yeah, I mean, I think – I know it's his last – I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears let Matt Nagy draft a quarterback, and now Justin Fields. It looks like wow, like why you screwed him over for a year.